everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bangers and Mosh, the podcast that won't be disgraced. I'm Jimmy,
I'm Daz.
I'm Deffer.
and today we're stoked to be joined by a comedian, wrestler, and a man who can definitely deadlift more than you can, Mr. Peter Angelo. How are you, man?
Hello, I am good. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited. I'm always glad when I get invited on the podcast to talk metal because every time it's just comedy based, I'm like, I don't care that much about
Well, man, you've clearly got great taste in music. That's why we were like, this dude, we've
it.
got to get this dude. Yeah. So I know you said you don't care about comedy, dude. So I'm really sorry to do this, but I
No,
do
no,
just want
I do, but it's just like when you're in comedy, you're hanging around with comics so much. It's like all you talk about, like a lot with them, and it's like it doesn't. It's not as like it's not quite as fun to me. I think maybe because yeah, I'm in it and they're in it. Everyone's like running their bits by you, and you're like, oh God, someone put on some music.
yeah, man. It's like I guess chatting comedy is it a bit more like competitive than if you're just chatting with mates about music? Because I don't know. I guess comedians want to be funnier than the other guy. Do you know?
I don't know. Yeah, and I don't know if it's necessarily like competitiveness, but like a lot of comedians that you meet and hang out with, like the only thing that you have that like you're both into is comedy.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
like
yeah,
you meet so many different very like there's not like I like my comedian friends who are metalheads, like we'll mostly talk about music and
yeah.
maybe talk about comedy a little bit. But there's so many different comedians from so many different walks of life. The only thing you have in common is comedy a lot of times. So it's just the thing that gets talked about a lot. And there's definitely, I think, that aspect of one-upsman trying to be like who's funnier, who has more, but that can get old pretty
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. And comedy's just as subjective as music, isn't it? There's things
For
that
sure.
some people find funny that other people are just like horrified by.
Yeah, there's like I mean there's famous comics that I'm just like I don't get it.
Yeah, yeah. So if my research is correct, man, like so you were a doorman originally, is that right? At a comedy club or something? And
Not at a club, basically like a local comic, uh like like a friend or like acquaintance I knew from like where from my hometown was like doing the show. I went, hung out, talked to the guy who was like running the show, and then found out he was running a bunch of other ones. And I just was like, oh, can I come just hang out? I'll work the door or something like that. Like, yeah, sure. So I just like punched people's tickets, collected the money, checked IDs, did that for a little bit, and then finally like they kind of knew a lot of the comics knew how into stand up I was because I loved stand up comedy, and like they put me on a flyer so I couldn't back out of doing it, and then I did it, and then just like no, 10 years later, here I am, like making it way farther than I ever thought I would. Like I didn't think I never I was never the person I was never like an entertainer, artist, anything of that nature. So I never had as much as I loved comedy, I never had these aspirations of like, oh, I'm gonna move to New York, I'm gonna be a writer, I'm gonna like be some big name. I was like, I guess I'll just keep trying.
that's normally the people who go the furthest though, isn't it? Is the people who don't have that, like I've got to get there because when they don't, there's no plan B, and it's
Yeah,
you just if you'll get there, and if you get there, and if you
yeah.
don't, it's not something that's gonna kill you
Now,
essentially. So
now I have no plan B. I've gotten too far ahead. Now it's got to work. I've put too much into this now.
Do you still get nervous when you get on stage doing these comedy shows?
It kind of depends. It really depends on the show because there's some shows that you're like, there's no stakes to this whatsoever. There's eight people at this bar in the middle of Texas or wherever. But then if there's a show where it's like, oh, we're doing like a small taping or, you know, it's a bigger audience or you're in front of a big name, like you're opening for someone,
mm,
there's definitely a little more nerves there. Like I remember like, opening for Brad Williams was pretty nerve wracking. Or I would say one of the most nervous I got was I had to follow like just a bunch of like big name comics. And there was like basically like I had to follow Mark Normand on a show that like most of the crowd was there to see him. And when they like he finished, and they were like up, standing up, applauding, thinking the show was over. And then the host like, "Hey, we got one more comedian for you." And they're like, "Who could it be?" Said, like, "We already saw the guy we wanted to see." And they're like, "Here's this schmuck that you don't know." I'm like, "All right, fuck." So I definitely do get nervous.
Do you get people come to see you just based on your music taste? So like people not necessarily into comedy, but they might see you're a metal man and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and see him."
I I think some might because there are like, but I think they all. I wouldn't say they're just coming because of the music taste. I definitely get people who like me because I am a metalhead
Yeah,
and
yeah,
follow me because of it. But I think they all, if they come to the show, they genuinely they usually like they usually like comedy or comedy fans.
yeah. You because you make like your love of metal is such a big part of your stand-up show, isn't it? I guess so hard to separate your.
Well, that's the thing is that's why I do it so much online. I talk about metal because it is kind of tough to talk about it on stage. Like
Yeah.
the clips that I have put up are like I was hosting for Jim Florentine, so I knew there was some like metalheads in the crowd. But
Okay.
a lot of times these crowds are just gathering of people. They didn't come for any specific comic. They came for the show. So it's like really it's tough to kind of get into like the nitty gritty of metal because most of them
Yeah.
will not have a clue what the fuck I'm talking about. But like so, you can talk a little bit about just general things like a mosh pit or something of that nature. So until like people are specifically coming for me and like my stories, it's tough. Sometimes it's tough. I wish I could talk about it more on stage. I do, but it just most of the crowd is not gonna know it because they just don't aren't there for that.
Yeah. No, that's fair, man. So quickly, dude, before we go into the music, if you had to give us a Mount Rushmore of your stand-up comedians, who would be on there?
Like all oh Jesus God, that's tough. Carlin,
Mm.
uh God, that's for me. It's for me personally. It's like Carlin, Jim Jeffries, Kyle Kinane, and Brian Posehn. I think for me, those are the guys that like. I wouldn't say influence me because I don't think I don't think I'm much like them. But for me, I think they're the guys I listen to a
Yeah.
ton. That maybe Christopher Titus too. If you could add one more, but like, yeah, those are the guys that I think I listened to the most and took the most from growing
Okay.
up. Whether they're I don't know like how because obviously it's subjective. Who's the best and stuff like that.
Oh
Those are
yeah,
the
of
guys
course.
for
Yeah.
me that have like really kind of shaped me a lot.
Yeah. It was so fun. I remember with George Carlin. I remember seeing him because like my favorite films are the two Bill and Ted films, and
Right.
I remember seeing him when I was little, and then I remember seeing like clips of George Carlin after he was doing stand up, and I was like, oh, that's so cool that Bill and Ted got him his big break, and he went on to be a comedian. Like completely didn't know that he was. Yeah, man, he's yeah, just one of the goats. So, Pete,
Yeah.
we've got you on here to talk about music, man. So we'll crack into. So we set you a little assignment to pick
You make everyone do this.
a
Sometimes.
handful of people have done this, man. We've had Trey from Creeping Death. He's done his.
Oh, nice, nice, nice.
We had Nate Garrett from Spirit Adrift. He
Okay.
he did his 13, and Lord Fowl from Siverus has done his 13. So you're the fourth
Oh,
guest.
nice,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that we've had do this. How I hope it wasn't too tricky, man. Like
No,
choosing
it
choosing
wasn't.
these facts.
It wasn't too bad. One of the big, I was like, all right, try to balance how much of it was like the stuff that got me started. How much am I
Yeah,
picking up stuff that's like now? Like that's like that was that. I feel like that was one of like the tricky spots too for me because like, but also I think we're metalheads and we're neurotic about it. So it's like, well, it's got to be
Yeah.
the perfect song. It's got to be the perfect song.
oh my god,
Um,
dude, honestly, when we do list episodes,
Oh,
like we are up, the WhatsApp chat is like, can we just do something else? I fucking I can't
yeah,
I can't break these down. But
yeah.
like, yeah, we're all massive nerds at heart, and we all love
I mean,
this shit.
that's what I think. That's what I love about metal is like, yeah, it's like we are like at the core of it, it's like a dorky thing, but it's so like because everyone's like, oh, scary and it's heavy. It's like, yeah, we're kind of dorks and it's great and I love it. And like I will do that. Like I was trying to do like my 50 greatest like thrash metal albums of all time. And I did it like I wrote the list like 8 years ago, and then I'm like, oh my god, I got to revise it because my what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a like a March Madness bracket
Yeah, cool.
with like 5 people and like do like so everyone writes their 50 like picks, and then we'll rank them, put them in the brackets, and then everyone has to like vote as we go and yell at each other and argue.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. Have you done that, or is it
I
you
haven't. I
planned?
got the idea. I ripped it off from a band called well, and I told them that I wanted to do it. But this band Extinction AD,
Yes,
Oh
they're
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, we
yeah, yeah,
like them.
yeah, they're fucking great. I'm buddies with them, and when Rick was doing his like podcast, they did it like years ago, and I was like, that sounds fun as hell. I was like, I want to do that.
Well, count us in, man. When you
Yeah, I'd be down.
yeah, when you do it,
Yeah,
count us
we'll
in.
do it.
So the first track you picked for us, dude, is Lucifer's Rocking Chair by Cancer Bats.
Yeah. So Cancer Bats, I mean, I saw for the first time like 2009. It was I think it was Taste of Chaos. It was like one of the rock stars like small festivals,
Mm.
and it was in like a club, like standing room club, and it was headlined by Bring Me the Horizon, which was crazy. So it was like Cancer Bats, 4 Years Strong, Thursday, Bring Me the Horizon. It's like tiny room, but Cancer Bats just like blew me away, and I got so obsessed with them, and I felt like they were like one of the most perfect mixes of like hardcore punk stonery metal riffs and like
Yeah.
that song on top of it was like especially like being a truck driver and Lucifer's rocking chair about being tired and you're like swaying in your seat. I was like, this
Yeah.
song's just sick. I have their logo tattooed on my ankle with the words keep it brutal written
Oh,
around it
Oh
from
wow.
this
sick.
song. So I'm like, there's no way I can't pick this song.
Oh, it's
And
such it's
it's a band that not a lot of people I feel like know. So I always love like screaming about them as much as I can.
yeah, man. I feel like they didn't get to the levels that they deserve to get to. Like
Yeah.
those first few albums, especially like the one from Mares, Bears, Scraps and Bones is my favorite. That's a
It's a
Yeah.
worldie,
fucking
absolute worldie.
incredible
Yeah.
album, man. That, and I just
It's so good.
I don't think, considering how hard they worked, how much they toured, like I just don't think they ever got the recognition that they're still going now and pumping out fucking great music
Yeah.
now as well.
Yeah. Well, it's
Incredible
funny
live
because
band.
apparently, like, okay, so well, apparently they do much better in the UK than they do here in the States.
Oh,
Like
they're
they,
beloved, mate. Yeah, here.
Yeah, they
yeah,
are.
and then obviously same in Canada, but like here, I see them in fucking the tiniest fucking rooms. Like I think the biggest crowd I've ever seen them with was when they opened for Guar, and
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
no,
everything if I see them by themselves is like they just don't have like a big draw.
yeah, they're
I think over here they've got like that sort of cult band status.
Yeah.
yeah, they have now.
Sort of over
Absolutely.
here, yeah.
Yeah. It's a great tune, man. Such a the drum beat that kicks it off is
Yeah,
just like it's
that one
just
that just like always gets me hyped. Just like
oh,
it
absolutely,
just
man.
grooves and just bounces so perfectly.
Yeah. Um right, second pick then is South of Heaven, Slayer, man.
Yeah,
Woo.
this was one of my. I changed the answer like 7 times because I love Slayer so much. I feel like it's like whenever Spotify does my rap for like a bunch of years in a row, no matter where my taste was like that year, like because there's some years where I'm listening to like way more pop punk or something. It would be like that, but like Slayer was always in like my top three, like every time. And I'm like, and so whenever people ask me my favorite bands, usually I'm always saying Slayer. 'Cause I'm like, how could I not? Like I know.
Yeah.
So I had such a hard time thinking like what should it be. I don't really have a specific reason why I picked South of Heaven over Rain and Blood, Angel of Death, Payback, or Dead Skin Matt. Like I don't really have a specific. I was like this one just. I was like listening to them all, and I was like, you know what, this South of Heaven is the one that's kind of hitting me right. So like that's the one I'm gonna go with. I love the intro. I love the way it starts. I love how kind of atmospheric it is.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Like after Rain in Blood, which is that the fastest 28 minutes, to come back with this track and just like
Yeah.
slow it all down and just there's evil over. I mean, if you were describing the sound of evil to someone, you just give them the fucking intro to this song. Like
Yeah,
that's it.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I think that's why I went with it, because I like that. I like when stuff can sound evil without just being like blistering fast
yeah,
too. Like as much as I love blistering fast and thrash, when you can add like a different element to it, that that's what I think that makes everything else like sound even better. Like the perfect example is that new Malevolence album is like
oh god, yeah,
super heavy, but then they have one song that has like cleans and like slows down, but still
yeah.
sounds like really evil. And I'm like, oh fuck, that's amazing. I love that shit.
And it makes the faster stuff even more impactful then,
Yeah,
because you've not been like, it's like being punched in the face 10 times and then
yeah.
someone stops for a second and you're like, oh, it stopped, and then they go again. Like
God, it hurts again. Fuck.
is South of Heaven your favorite Slayer record?
God, it was hard enough picking the song. You're not making me pick a fucking record. So Jesus Christ, man. I do, maybe I don't know. I think that's one of those that changes on the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Yeah. Agreed. Um, so track 3 then, dude, a band I know, I've seen like you talking about how much you love Municipal Waste.
I am.
The Art of Partying is the song.
I love Municipal Waste so fucking much. Again, another band. I have their logo tattooed on my ankle. And it's so I was talking about how like people were like, "Oh, this band saved my life," or this tattoo means so much. I'm like, I got Municipal Waste logo tattooed on me. It just means I like to party a little too much. Like that's the thing is like that's why I love. I think Waste is like one of those examples of like this band like gets it. Like metal is like, yeah, it can be scary to most people, but it's like so fun, so in your face, like there to have a good time. I
Yeah.
like Waste is one of my favorite bands to see. Like, yeah, I don't mosh as much as used to. If Waste is playing, I'm in the pit. Like, just fucking.
So mosh
There's
retirement's
no. I
over.
don't. I'll be 1,000 years old, and I'll just be hobbling like, yeah. And that song just goes hard as fuck. That whole album goes hard as fuck.
Is it
Um,
where in your top 50 thrash albums, is that like right near the top then?
yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely it's 1,000% in the top 10. Where it would fall specifically
Yeah,
is
same.
tough because I do often like I get so hung up on like, oh, this is influential and this is yeah.
Yeah.
And I take into account how much is just my personal taste, how much is the prestige of the album. So it's like top. I think for me personally, it's definitely the top 5. I think.
Yeah,
Ask me
no,
tomorrow.
no one does those like 4/4 mosh riffs better than Municipal Waste do. Like when they drop
It's
into them mid-paced ones,
yeah.
forget about
Every
it.
song, it means like every song's just an absolute heater. Just
Yeah.
goes for broke, just nonstop, blistering circle pit. Just crack a beer and then slam it over your head.
The most fun, man. Like Daz, we saw them supporting Cannibal Corpse, didn't we?
Yeah.
Recently. Like we'd had a long day, man. We travelled up to
Mm.
like the middle of the country. The first couple of bands come on and I was flagging a bit. I was getting tired, man. Municipal Waste came on. It was like a fucking someone had injected
Oh,
like 500 milligrams of caffeine straight into my blood. I was like, what? Like they just have that
Yep.
effect on you.
Yo, for sure. Yeah, I just saw them. It was like the first show I saw since moving to Austin. Was them. And
Oh, sick.
they were opening for Kerry King. And it was a dope show. Like Municipal Waste is like the band that I'm going to. Like if they're anywhere in my vicinity, I'm trying to get to go see them.
they've probably never put a bad show on in their life, man.
Oh, mate,
I
there
can't
is. It's
imagine.
impossible.
It's impossible.
Even with how much they party.
Even with the fighting.
Yeah. So much partying and they're still fucking going hard.
I think they'd be fucking knackered, just like, you know what?
The right, track 4, do you picked a band we absolutely love on here. Revocation, Beloved Horrifier is the track you picked.
This is also another one where I bounced around a little bit
Mm.
on what to pick with them.
Oh yeah,
because I love their thrashier stuff. Like they're really fist, like Beloved Horrifier, like No Funeral. But then I do have appreciation for their more like really technical like death metal stuff. Like 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 the not the recent one, but like 2 albums ago.
Oh, the outer
Uh,
ones.
the outer ones, like
Oh,
that
great.
like basically opening track with like just the guitar work is always
Oh my
phenomenal.
God. Yeah.
And like, but I was like, I'm gonna go with the one like one of the tracks that kind of was part of my first introduction to them.
Yeah.
My buddy got me into them. He was my mother used to be the manager at a gym, and he was like one of the personal trainers. And so she was like she realized that he liked metal, and she's like, oh, my son likes these. So she just introduced us, and we became like best friends.
Oh, sick.
So he like gave me like one. He had like all these like blank CDs that he burned albums onto. So he gave me Revocation. I was like hooked with Revocation from then. I just loved so fast, so like intense, just like balls to the walls. And so like Beloved Horrifier and like No Funeral were the two songs that I was like going back and forth. But I decided to go with Beloved Horrifier. I just something about it just like hits. Like I love Dave's vocals. I love
Yeah.
his I mean his playing is phenomenal, but they're all everyone who's ever
Mm.
been in that band is playing is like next level. And another band I don't think gets like the credit they deserve. I just saw
Great.
them as well with Necrogoblicon,
Oh,
which was
nice.
which was a really fun show.
Yeah, we've said it so many times. Like Revocation, most one underrated
Yeah.
underrated bands. You look at
Yeah.
their
For
catalog,
sure.
like, well, they released like 7 or 8 albums within 10 years, and every one of them is
That's at least a
fucking.
4 out of 5.
Oh yeah,
And
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
first, Existence is Futile, Chaos of Forms, the self-titled, Deathless, fucking mate. It's all mad. It's a
Yeah, yeah.
madness.
it's yeah. I can't.
Yeah.
I didn't. And they have the new album coming out, which I'm super excited for.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
artwork
I'm
is
stoked for
so
that,
sick.
man.
I
for
remember,
that.
yeah, I've actually, and I've gotten to run into Dave Davidson like a couple of times. The first time I was in Boston to see, funny enough, it was to see Necrogoblicon and Swashbuckle like 10 years ago, maybe more. And Dave was just like selling merch for Swashbuckle because he lived in Boston. He was just like hanging out. And then the next time I saw him, he was a guest on 2 Minutes to Late Night.
Yeah, yeah.
So I did stand up before the taping for the
That's
episode
so
he was
cool.
on. And he was just afterwards, he was like, oh man, it was really funny. I was like, thank you so much. Oh my God. He's dressed like a Power Ranger. It's funny.
Yeah, they did the Trooper, didn't they? And he was dressed as
Yeah.
as the Pink Power
Is that
Ranger.
the one? I think is that the one I'm on stage at the end? There's one episode where I'm on stage at the end, like hard style posing.
Oh really? Oh dude,
Yeah, I can't remember it had to have been that episode. 'Cause I was at a bunch of the episodes and the tapings, like helping out.
yeah.
But I'm almost positive it was that episode. You could see me standing on stage
Oh,
at
sick.
the
I'm
end
gonna
of
go.
it.
I've watched those so many times. The 2 Minutes Late Night series. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go back and say, oh, there he is.
Yeah.
So was
Yes, it was that episode. Now that I'm looking at the photo.
right, sweet. I'm gonna go and watch that. So was the dude that you said your mum introduced to? Was he sort of kind of an old head who got you into different?
No, he's only a couple years older than me.
Oh,
Like not,
sick.
he was. So we're very close in age. Um, but he just was but he was a big comic book guy, big metal guy, and
Wicked.
we just like started training together, and he would just like he kind of helped show me a bit more metal that I didn't know, because I feel like since like my town was so small, I didn't have like an older sibling to show me metal, or like that friend who kind of could show me like the more underground stuff. I was sort of finding it kind of on my own, and then once the internet was obviously picking up and sharing music was a lot easier.
Yeah.
But still, even when that's the case, I feel you still need someone to kind of guide you a little bit and show you like, here's that. And I started off typical way. It was like new metal, or bands that were more mainstream access and metalcore. Slowly my taste got heavier and heavier and heavier, and someone just kept feeding me newer shit to listen to.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like I think that's one of my only beefs with like a lot of things I see about metal fans online is that the slating of bands like Linkin Park and things, but everyone fucking starts with those bands, man.
Linkin
Like,
Park is awesome.
like, everyone needs
like
the
gateway bands like are needed. Like
yeah, absolutely.
Like
Exactly.
very few people just like come out of the womb being like listening to Cannibal Corpse. Like it just doesn't. Some people do, and they're fucking lunatics. But like, it's like not. You need something like you need these bands that will play the big stage and then have like smaller people, someone listen to them and be like, oh, okay, I want to try something a little heavier, and then you slowly, move down that way.
Yeah, absolutely. Mate, that's how it's always been. And so talking about bands who are slightly heavier, man, Gatecreeper Flamethrower
Whoa.
is your next track. Oh
The
Yeah,
god.
lads.
I love those dudes so much. I'm so glad I got to hang with Eric and Alex in New York when they were just there. And that was a tough one. That like, because I love the most recent album. I mean, I love all the albums, but like the most recent album, I fucking adored.
Oh,
Um, I
masterpiece.
love I love the gothy vibes it added to it, and
Yep.
um, the album before that. But then I was like, I don't know, Flamethrower. I was like, you know what, Flamethrower is such like a big part of their set, like the final,
Yeah.
like their big banger at the end. I remember I was using it. I was doing some comedy shows and people were asking me for like a walk up song, and I was asking for Flamethrower. So it's really weird when I'm doing shows at like a gay bar and they're like, "What song do you want?" I'm like, "My Gay Creeper," and they're like, "Okay." That song just, I don't know, it just like goes hard, and that band is like, to me, it's like Gay Creeper is like, I think the torchbearer for like death metal and metal in general right now. Like I feel
Yep.
like they're gonna be one of the bands that was like leading the charge. Should be like, you know, the ones who are gonna have the bigger tours, the bigger stages, and be like, I granted, a band is a band that how big can a band, heavy like that get? But I think they're gonna be at like the top of like so many bills, so many tours, which I'm excited for because one, I mean, they're fucking just awesome dudes. I'm so glad to be friends with them.
Yeah, they're the best, man.
They're so good, cool, and again, their music just fucking rips. Like it just, to me, it's like, because there's like, especially with like death metal and metal, there's some stuff you're like, it's just missing a couple elements that I personally like, or has some stuff that I'm not personally into. Like Gatekeeper just like hits on all fronts for me. Like this is the type of vocals I like. This is the type of guitar work I like. This type of drum. It's just like exactly what I want.
Yep. That was my album of the year last year, man. They're like,
Same.
they're just a perfect band, and like, arena death metal. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be them. Like it is. They're, like you said, they write the best songs. Like they put so much. Like you can see how much like they care about everything. Like the presentation, the artwork,
Yeah.
like everything that is so thought out with that band. Like
Yeah. And and everything doesn't sound the same. Like it has such like it always sounds like them.
Yeah.
But there's always some like new elements to it, like with like with this album, like yeah, there's like the desert gothy vibes to it that you want to get like fucking do peyote and lost in the fucking cactuses. Like which I fucking dig like crazy. And then with the album before, with an unexpected reality, how like it was like so thrashy, death metal-y in the beginning, then like the final track just like slows down in this acid trip of a song. Like
yeah.
the fact that bands can like do stuff, which of course metal, I remember, metalheads where you can be so fucking weird about shit being different or changing.
Yeah.
All right, how like I had, oh my god, I went to the that obituary tour that happened, and it was them with Nails, Terror, Spirit World, and Pest Control, and I'm a huge Spirit. I love Spirit World.
Yeah,
They're like one of my new favorite fucking bands.
Yeah.
And they're second on the bill, so the crowd is still wandering in, and I heard some guy in the crowd say something, like yell something at them derogatory. Everybody played off. They finish, and there's this guy. He's just like this. He's like a tiny, short, Cheeto of a human being, and he goes, and he's like, I can't believe they dress like that. He's like, I can't believe they're gonna be. He's like, I can't believe they're second on a 5-band bill, and they're gonna dress like that. He goes, they're making a mockery of music. I'm like, we're at an obituary show. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I remember walking towards the bar, just like couldn't get that out of my head. They're making a mockery of music because they wear cowboy outfits. Like, I'm like, they fucking one, the music rips. Two, it's like they're trying something different.
Oh,
Like,
God forbid. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a band doesn't come on
They're-
with fucking black t-shirts on and
they're
like,
trying to have some fucking fun and do
yeah.
something a little unique. Like, get the fuck out of here. What?
There's always
what's
one
the,
in it. There's always one.
that's
Oh,
the
fucking hell.
mockery. That's like your sanctity of this.
They're coming
Of
out
what?
here
We're all.
with their fucking maracas and stuff.
Oh, God forbid we didn't all wear a camo hat, camo shorts, and a black t-shirt.
Yeah, that's
Granted,
it.
I
Like,
did, but
oh, I love the bands, especially Spirit World, man. They're so great, but you can't you can't play music like that. You can't get your like vision across if you're just dressed like a
yeah,
standard dude. You have to have bands who are doing things different, man. Otherwise, this music will just like die. It'll just die out, won't it?
yeah,
Like, ugh.
for sure. Like I like. It's not like a necessary. It doesn't have to. They don't have to do that. But I don't know. I like that their music. There's like more to it. It's more
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
just music. There's like stories to it. They're doing like
Yeah.
it's like a Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez movie. Like
Yes.
like
Yeah,
that's
it is.
it's fucking sick. I don't know. Fucking
Yeah.
that guy has been stuck with me since that show.
He still stood there now with his arms crossed, man. He can't believe it.
Just making a mockery of this.
The Cheeto of a human is my new favorite
Have you
insult as
seen?
well. Yeah.
I refer to. I think I refer to him as like a yeah, a Cheeto of a human. Is like I call him an Anthony Fontana looking wannabe Cheeto of a human.
Right, dude. So we spoke a little earlier about gateway bands. Your next pick, Slipknot Duality, is a million people's reason for being into metal.
Not his
It is.
mockery coming out here with their boiler suits and their masks. Fucking what
Why
they
don't
do.
they take this seriously?
Yeah.
Just show your face, god damn it.
What's that guy? That guy. What instrument does that guy play? A baseball bat and a keg? What is this bullshit?
What a mockery.
What a clown! Oh, he's actually a fucking clown.
Oh fuck.
Slipknot was. I can specifically remember like I eighth grade discovering that song and just being like, "What?" I
That'll
remember
do
seeing the
it, man.
music video. I remember
Yeah.
seeing the music video, and I was like, "How do I be there? I want to be there. I want to be in that house, destroying that fucking house
Oh, that'd have been sick, innit?
with these fucking lunatics." I was saying the other day how much I missed not knowing what Slipknot looks like.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
agreed,
agree.
man.
I missed
I
that.
agree.
I missed that innocence of youth where they were the scariest human beings
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
on earth. And there's
Yeah.
nothing against them. Like we get older, they can't do that forever. That's just that's life. When you're young and you see that and you're first discovering things, you're like, this is the fucking these are like horror movie monsters are making fucking music.
Yeah.
Like, and I fucking miss that. And that's not a thing anything against them. That's me getting mad. I'm getting older.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I know wrestling is another one of your passions. I remember being little thinking, oh my God, there's a man the Undertaker, there's a man who just walks around and he looks like that. And like
Yeah.
being shit scared to go to the supermarket in case like the Undertaker was there.
DDTs you.
Do you know what I
DDTs
mean?
you.
Like,
Fucking aisle.
It's funny now though. Wrestling has had like a reverse effect a little bit. Now knowing how it works and how like what they do, it's and having done the things, it's scarier now. Like the fact that like I watch a lot because I also watch a lot of deathmatch.
yeah.
So like now seeing them like, oh, they're actually getting like before it's like when it was like you thought it was just a TV show, right? I thought it was just a TV show. You know, it was like, oh, well, they must have put all this like effort and it's completely safe. I'm like, oh no, they're just falling over and over again. And it's terrifying. Like I trained for fucking 3 hours. I can't move the next day. These guys are falling their fucking heads.
Yeah, we spoke to Garrett from Mull, and I know he does a lot of deathmatch wrestling as well.
Fucking lunatics.
Go to a mall
Absolute.
show and a wrestling match breaks out.
Absolute. Yeah, right. I'm supposed to be doing one in next month. The company my buddy works for is coming. I'm gonna be like supposedly wrestling. we'll see what happens. I'm at the point. I'm like, 'cause as much as I love deathmatch wrestling, I'm like, do I want them to stab me in the head? I don't know.
Do I want
I'll
a
take a
barbed wire wrapped around me?
Yeah, like I'll take a chair shot. I'm like, honestly, I would love to get the light tubes busted over me. That seems fun.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how far? Because I've seen my friend's body, like his arms, and it's just like it looks like Braille because he has so many fucking scars.
And sometimes, man, they've only got 20 people watching them, and they're like killing each other as if it was like WrestleMania or something.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. You got to be wired different, haven't you? I think.
Oh, for sure. But it's absolutely insane. And like, honestly, like that duality video just kind of looks like a fucking deathmatch show. You're just in like an abandoned house.
Yeah, it does.
Fucking people are just beating the shit out of the building.
That was one of your big gateways as well, Dad, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, Slipknot were definitely one of the gateways, but yeah,
Because it was like I think for a lot of people it was like the heaviest thing they would have heard because like they had a big
absolutely.
music video that went everywhere and it was like it shows you like, oh wow, there's
like
some other stuff like this.
And like
Yeah.
you said, Pete, that shock factor, in it, seeing them masks look scary.
when they first came out, there was nothing like it, mate.
It's like I shouldn't like them, but I do.
Yeah.
It's,
I was like, you know, being like, yeah, like a freshman in high school or something like that, and I'm still wearing a Slipknot T-shirt. You're like, all right, like I feel a little different. Like it felt nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a flag that like everyone, you know, knew that you were like a
Your freak flag, mate. Yeah,
Yeah.
The best time, though.
Right, so next track you picked then, dude. We've got a couple of classics then. Next up you picked for us. Judas Priest, Living After Midnight.
tune.
Yeah, I mean, and oh my god, I finally just got to see Judas Priest at Aftershock
Oh yes, sick.
Festival, and it was so fucking good.
Yeah.
And again, but like, and picking a Priest song was tough.
Yeah.
But I love. Okay, actually, there might be a couple of reasons why I specifically picked Living After Midnight. I just think it's just like so rock and roll to me. It's just like so metal. Living After Midnight, the party, all that stuff. Also, I'm planning on doing a food show called Eating After Midnight. And I'm trying to, I'm basically because like once I'm on tour and like traveling around, I'm gonna get like either bands or people at shows to like show me your favorite like late night food spots. Just do like a quick little. Especially I gotta keep making content, which is always fucking annoying. But it's
Dude, that is fucking genius, by the way.
Yeah, make sure you bring
up.
Gizmo with you or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Gremlins have got to be
midnight.
involved somehow. Yeah.
And just like that. So like, but that song just I just love like kind of like everything it's about. It's like it's fun, it rocks, and it just like kind of fits like the rock and roll metal like lifestyle. And I was like, you know what, I gotta give. And I always like giving Priest like any credit I can in any way. My big goal is to interview Halford. I'm doing a like an interview series where I'm like interviewing gay and queer people who had to come up in like masculine spaces and non-queer friendly spaces, and he's like the goat of that.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like he's the pinnacle of that, isn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't. And in the queer community, it doesn't really talk about him much or like give him much like credit, which annoys the fuck out of me.
Yeah, he dude, I reckon he would absolutely be down to do that.
I think I have hopefully an in. The person I interviewed first was helped create Metal Injection back in the day. My buddy Rob Pasbani, and so hopefully we can get something in front of like Halford's publicist because we talked about him a bunch.
Oh,
yeah, because I wonder if people will only ever really approach him to talk about music rather than
than the journey he went
on.
Which I think would be so fucking fascinating to hear, especially then because I know we talked about a little bit about how like he didn't come out because it wasn't only a risk to him, but he was like, I didn't want people like everyone else would lose their jobs just because of me. So like that's got to be a fucking tumultuous thing to fucking deal with. That like 50 other people or however many people, the other band, the crew are all depending on you. You know how much that would affect them.
Yeah, but do you know what I love about him though is that he was so like openly. I mean, just look at him in the fucking 70s and that man. Like, do you know what I mean? It was almost like well, we knew Rob, but I totally respect you for.
but like and then like all these like fans, all these guys who just like thought he was like the toughest, most macho man
Yeah.
on earth, wearing like leather fucking leggings and stuff. Like he was wearing like bondage gear, and they're like, look how fucking tough he is. Like, and it's like,
Ah, dude, fingers crossed for you, man. I'd love to see you do
That'd be
that.
great.
Yeah, yeah.
what's next?
So from one set of Brummy legends to another, then Black Sabbath, obviously
It
quite
would be
topical at the moment, man. NIB.
yes, and it would be to me, it would be like fucking blasphemous to like not have Sabbath on
Yeah,
this list in
yeah.
some fucking degree. But again, I also wanted to go with a song that maybe most wouldn't choose.
Yeah.
But there's something about NIB, like from the first time I heard it, it was like so different. And I just loved how evil it sounded. It doesn't have to be the heaviest song in the world, but like the story, the evilness, the way his vocals are, how it just grooves the whole thing, just like my name is Lucifer, please take my hand. Like the whole song
Yep.
is so like just like oozes like an evilness to it that I like love, but at the same time, it's not like overtly I'm gonna stab you in the face
Yeah,
like
yeah,
evil.
no.
There's like it's more like nuanced, which I love. Like I feel like that's like one of the precursors of like what like so much metal can be.
Yeah, absolutely. Like they were trailblazers in that like kind of painting a picture. It's evil, but like you said, it's not in your face. There's a lot that you have to think about.
It's like
It's not like
psychological, isn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's not like a jump scare,
Yes.
movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a slow burn, atmospheric, like ooh, like a Hereditary or Midsummer. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
something it's like undertones of it. You're like, ooh, this is spooky,
Yeah, yeah.
which I love.
Are you a fan of the other Sabbath periods, Pete? Like Dio
I,
and
I mean,
Tony Martin?
yes, but definitely not to the same degree. But
Yeah.
like, I like Dio as Dio and Rainbow. I definitely would say I never got nothing like I'm not like anti. I guess I just never listened to those periods as much.
Yeah.
I just think because like as much as like a lot of people say Dio is like the best, like if you just like is the best singer, I don't think that's why you like Sabbath or like Ozzy. I
Yeah,
think you
true.
like Ozzy
True.
because he's not as like clear or clean of a singer. That's what makes it so interesting. His
Yeah, it's his
voice is so
personality.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Absolutely, dude. Yeah, no, I've massively got into Dio Sabbath like over the last few years. So I've like obviously the Aussie era is the GOAT, but I think there's so much underrated stuff later
No, sure.
in
Yeah.
their canon.
I mean, sure. Yeah. I mean, you're one of the greatest, vocalists of all time, joining like, three of the greatest musicians of all time. Like, how could it not?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so next pick you got then, dude, Lamb of God, Walk with Me in Hell.
I mean, Lamb of God, another band that's like, I think, it's like once you've digested all of Slipknot and you're like, okay, what's my next step? Lamb of God is one of those next steps.
Yeah,
A little bit
absolutely.
heavier, a
Yeah,
little bit, but not like you can show a lot of people Lamb of God, and I think not everyone will like connect with it, but I think enough people will be like, oh yeah, I can get it at the. It's not too like jarring as much, but there are people be like, screaming, whatever. But like to me, is like that new wave of American heavy metal, Lamb of God being like the fucking front runners for it. Just
yeah,
and again, just like no frills, just here we are. We're gonna fucking just absolutely crush you with just killer tracks. And Walk With Me to Hell, I think, is one of like the quintessential ones. Just everything about it. Just that opening is so great. It just like hits like an atom bomb, and you're just like
oh my
ready for
God.
this fucking journey. And
Yeah,
then they always just go so fucking hard. And they're one of the bands that like I've probably one of the bands I've probably seen the most, and I think one of my new biggest like one of my new favorite accomplishments is that Randy started following me.
Oh wow,
sick.
mate, that is so
Sick.
sick.
Because like I posted a clip and I was in a Lamb of God t-shirt, and he had just like started following one of my buddies and talking to him. I was like, like, I'm gonna give it a shot. See, like just like tag Lamb of God. It's like a lot of bands have started following me now, which is cool, just because like I wear so many fucking band t-shirts.
That's so cool
so-
because you'd be
And, like,
wearing them anyway. So like, it's
Exactly. Like I want to do comedy on their fucking boat so bad, like the Headbanger
Oh,
boat.
mate, that
dude, that would be
sick.
perfect.
Because they always have like 2 comics on it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
that'll
other
definitely
cruises.
happen. That'll
Mate,
definitely
yeah,
that's
happen.
got to be the
for
end
sure.
game.
well, that's-
surely.
that's like one of my big goals now is like to either like just like open for bands or work for bands or like be on like these big festivals, like to go and just be the metal comic on like the big festivals. Like
That'd be
that's
Oh,
like
so cool.
That'd be
mate.
sick, mate.
that's
There
like
was-
one of the. So if I could just go to festivals for like free, get to perform and just like hang out all weekend, that'd be fucking sick. Because like there's so many festivals I want to go to, but obviously I fucking can't go to every single thing. They're too fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Oh god. The ones in the UK I really want to go to so bad.
Oh, dude, Bloodstock's the one, man. That would be so
Yeah.
sick to because there was a festival here called Sonisphere for a couple of years, and they used to have they used to have a stand-up
Yeah.
comedy tent. So it'd be 3 days of comedians, which is really fucking
Yeah.
cool, man. Because it goes live music and live comedy it's like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't.
And I think it's a
Peanut
nice
butter
like
jelly time.
especially I feel like also for like a festival too, it's like a nice like little if people kind of want like a little bit of a break from
Yeah.
the craziness stuff like
Yeah.
that, go watch some comedy for a little bit. Granted, I know sometimes comedy at metal shows or like in those environments can be a little tough, but I don't give a fuck. I'll grit through a couple of bad sets if need be.
We're gonna start the Peter Angelo Bloodstock 26.
Oh, yeah,
We're
mate.
gonna start it now.
Oh my god, that'd be
Right
fucking
now.
Yes.
Online
Yeah.
petition.
oh god, I'd be there in a fucking heartbeat. I'm hoping to get over to the UK next year. I'm trying to talk to some people. One
Oh,
of my
wicked.
goals I want to do Edinburgh is like
Oh,
which I
nice.
think is
Yeah.
around the same time as Bloodstock. I
It's
think.
August. Yeah. End of August, I
Yeah.
think. Fringe.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
that would
Fringe?
be
Edinburgh
perfect.
Fringe.
Yeah, so I think I might. The goal is to go to perform at that, which anyone can get into, so that's not an issue. But maybe I was like make like a run of it up to there, like start at Bloodstock and then go there after,
Oh, that'd be
or
sick,
vice
mate.
versa.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
trying
that
to
would
put
be
a lot.
awesome.
I'm putting a lot of things out into the universe
You
for
got
next
it,
year.
man.
Like things,
You have to.
things are that I've had some people like some bigger name people reach out to write. I'm in like one of those positions right now where I'm like, all right, when do I ask? Like, when do I follow up? Because like they've been like, hey, we might want you to have something in the works for this. We'll let you know. So now I'm in that phase of like waiting. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Just
Yeah,
tell
'cause
me
you-
yes or no, man.
That's it. You don't know whether to. We're sort of the same, aren't we? With like interviews with bands where they'll say yes and then nothing really happens, and you're like, oh, "Fuck, do we like
Shit,
go?
do we- yeah.
When can you do it?"
Oh
Or,
yeah,
like, like-
You don't want to bug them.
yeah. That's it. Well, fingers crossed that all comes off, dude. We'll be there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I would say worst case scenario, I just go to Bloodstock.
Yeah.
Well, our next trip. What a tune you've got up for us next, man. Power Trip, Hornet's Nest.
Oh, I mean, like it is again, like which one do I pick? But I don't know. Something about Hornet's Nest just always gets me fired up.
Yeah.
And the Power Trip is one of those bands that, like, man, I feel like they were ready to like take over. Like
Oh,
I think they were gonna be so huge.
Yeah.
And it's fuck. I never got to see them live with Riley. There was one. I was at work and Jordan Olds texted me. He was like, "Hey, we're gonna do open up this mic where they do an open mic at a mosh pit, and it was gonna be at the Power Trip High on Fire show in New York City." And the band was all for it. And then like I think the venue ended up like saying no and like nixing the idea, so I didn't end up going down there to see them. And
man.
I was so bummed. Because he was like you have to be in this. Like of all the comedians we know,
Yeah.
you have to you have to be in it.
Oh, dude, that's
Oh,
such a
so
shame, man. Like
I
talking
wish
about
we did so bad.
Bloodstock here. I saw Power Trip. They were the first band on the day, like 11 a.m. I think. And
Holy shit.
dude, you've never seen a crowd that big, that rowdy at fucking 11 a.m. in the morning. It was one of the best live shows I've ever seen in my life. It was
Yeah.
They were fucking incredible. And they're like a force of nature, that band.
Yeah, I just saw them in like one of the reunion shows in New York, and they sounded sick. And the singer, who was from Fugitive,
Yes.
Yeah.
Which Fugitive fucking rules as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he sounded great. Like everyone was going fucking nuts. It was awesome.
Yeah.
They better put some new stuff out soon, I think.
Yeah,
Fingers crossed.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Pete,
It's
you
in
know
the
that
works, man.
you know that thrash list. Power Trip have got to be high on that thrash list.
Oh,
man.
100%.
Yeah.
Like Nightmare Logic is
Yeah,
way
Oh,
up there.
that is up. Yeah, yeah.
Way
That's
up there.
lightning in a bottle.
10 out of
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, easy, man.
100%.
Yeah. Talking about lightning in a bottle, Nails, Violence is Forever, man, is your
Oh,
pick.
Yeah,
Fucking
because
hell.
yeah, as much as like I would have, what a comeback album they
Yeah.
had.
Mm.
And I just saw them, and I also just saw that they were on the Obituary show. It's just so good, and like there's so many tracks to pick from. And I know the most memed song from the album was "You'll Never Be One of Us." But I was like, you know what? Something about Violence is Forever. Just like maybe it's my love of wrestling and anything crazy. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this song just goes hard, and it's just like what I want the soundtrack to like wrestling to be is just front to black, blistering, doesn't slow, pummeling, dirty, in your face, gritty. So I was like, that song hits like all those marks for me so hard.
Yeah. Fuck,
That's a
what a
fucking
band,
great
man.
shout. Yeah, mate.
Just
Yeah,
the
and
most
another band that
powerful.
that's like one of the like best like comebacks I've seen. Like to
Mm.
put out like
Yeah.
that level of, but that album specifically, I don't think I had really heard Nails before that album. And again, like when I heard it, it was just like another level. I was like, holy shit. Like, because like super heavy, but then also like really fast too.
Yep.
But then there's still like a groove to it. It's
yeah,
still,
it's
it
the
wasn't
grooves
just
that
like,
get you in.
it wasn't just like speed and intensity for the sake of speed and intensity. There was still another factor to it that like made it have an extra punch.
They've got that
That
technical
really
side
hooked
to
me.
them. They got that
Yeah.
technical side to them as well. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's just like, and then from that on, they became like, a favorite band of mine.
Yeah, they're the fucking best, man. Dude, this like last run of 5 track you picked here is fucking incredible. Because the next one, Whitechapel, I Will Find You, is your next pick.
Yeah.
Oh, what
Um,
a song,
so-
man.
Whitechapel, when like I was never like a huge Whitechapel fan. I like some songs, I never got deep into them. And then they put out The Valley,
Yes.
and holy fuck,
Yeah.
it blew my goddamn mind.
Mm.
But then also like the story behind it as
Yeah.
well. And I was like, wow, this is nuts. And then the following album they put out, Kin, I Will Find You, just hit me so hard, like in ways that not a lot of songs do. The way it starts, that slow, it feels like a journey. It feels like a movie. That
Yeah.
song, I
Yeah.
mean, the whole album does, but that song specifically, when it started, I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I like this different thing, and then it just goes hard. It knows when to pull back. It knows when it gets like in your face. It's like it's emotional. It it does so many things in just one song.
Yeah.
That connected with me so deeply, and I just like fell in love. And granted, I've loved the most recent album, and it was super fucking heavy.
Yeah, sick, man.
And but that song, I was like, wow, that song I have on repeat like constantly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like, The Devil Is Dead, and just like I was like, fucking Jesus Christ, this song is like, I want to make a movie based off this fucking song.
I can't. Those 2 albums would make such a brilliant film. Like the
Yeah.
through story and that would make such
Yeah.
a great film.
He's got such a great set of clean vocals on him as well. Like I was so shocked that it took him so long to like unleash that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I
So
can
good.
understand why, because people get, because I mean, look at the fucking.
I
the
don't
amount of
like
people-
change, Pete.
Oh my god!
Why are you
It's a
singing,
mockery. It's a mockery.
Talk about ripping people's guts out more. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, and again, like, yeah, his vocals are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, the fact that he can have that level of vocals and then that has that clean singing too,
Unbelievable,
it's
man.
fantastic. It's so good.
But then the last album, he goes back to his roots, man. It's
Yeah,
fucking
and it's
great
just
to hear.
fucking heavy as shit. It's like, oh, see, we can still do this. Like, We just wanted to try something a little different, and now
Yeah.
we'll go back to just absolute
Devastation.
yeah.
Yeah, they're such a great band, man. Right, Pete, the last track then, track 13 you picked for us, dude. Killswitch Engage. This is Absolution.
Yeah, this is another than my my Mount Rushmores of gateways.
Incredible
Yeah.
song.
Killswitch Engage was. I'm also I'm from Connecticut. I'm from New England. Spent a lot of time in Massachusetts. So like Killswitch were gods around there. I've seen them so many fucking times. I went to their
Nice.
Halloween shows a bunch.
Oh, cool.
Just I want to say this isn't even the song that I first listened to. It was The End of Heartache was the first I think song I remember seeing. I was on like AOL Music and it came on. But This is Absolution is one of the songs that just is like it also has Adam's vocals in it too.
Yeah.
It just mixes everything that I think Killswitch was so good at, like incredible guitar work. Howard just like absolute soaring vocals, but then still had like intensity. You have like Circle Pits and that mosh riff. And Killswitch to me, one of the best bands to like ever do that, like heavy and clean singing.
Oh,
I think part
yeah.
of being Howard Jones' vocals are just unfucking believable. And everyone always has you can't bring up Killswitch and then without someone asking who you prefer.
Oh, I know. You can't.
Oh,
I'm like, do we have to? I don't want to. Like, it's like I say Howard only because he was the vocalist when I discovered them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still think Jesse is amazing.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to choose. Like they're both fucking phenomenal. Just Howard just to me just has like this voice that just
got so much soul in
what's
his
funny
voice.
Yeah, he's got a real
some people-
soulful voice.
Some people prefer Jesse only because they think Howard's voice is too good.
Yeah. It can't
like,
be that good.
It's too beautiful. I can't. I need to be like a little fucked up. But like he's like one of my favorite metal vocalists. And then I mean, just the band in general is so good. I mean, like Adam as like a guitar player, producer, songwriter is one of the greatest I think of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like he is.
He could be a bit of a comedian as well. He's funny as fuck.
And he's fucking hilarious. Yeah, he's so goddamn funny. He's like one of those people I'm like, why are you so talented? This is bullshit.
So As Daylight Dies is that your Killswitch album, or is The End of Heartache your Killswitch album?
I would say at the end of the Heartache still
Okay,
is, as much as I do love As Daylight Dies, because like the opening 3 tracks for Daylight Dies, This is Absolution, The Arms of Sorrow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So
mate.
fucking good. I actually just turned it on. For sure. And it's like those 3 songs, like the really big ones for me, and then like End of Heartache, When Darkness Falls, what was the fucking like just stop turning it on. Turning it on. But they also like This Fire Burns, like just their songs are so fucking good.
When Darkness
and they're
Falls
so
always
good to
cracks
see.
me up as well, like because like on that DVD, Adam's just like,
When
this
he's like,
one's
when
about when he drops his pants
Yeah.
every time.
Me and Howard went ice skating and he fell down. This is When Darkness Falls.
So fucking good. Oh,
Oh, what a band, man. It's
Yeah.
such an underrated album, I think, As Daylight Dies as well.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's hard to follow up a fucking metalcore classic.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, man. Yeah,
But they
yeah.
gave it a bloody crack with this.
Yeah. And their live shows are always great and just like they're one of the bands I just like. I love singing along to them.
Yeah, just put your arm around your buddy, mate. Start singing
Yeah,
your heart out.
sing
It's
it.
the
Oh,
best
yeah.
time.
That's it.
It's so good.
Dude,
Oh.
thank you so much for taking an hour out of your day to join us, man. That was a lot of fun. And that
course.
was
That was a
the
blast.
sickest list, man, you picked for us.
Yeah, it was. It
I
was.
tried my best. It was it was tough. I'm trying to remember which ones I think I had like two more. I'm trying to remember what I deleted. I can't remember.
Oh, whether you're like
Yeah, but it was also a lot of like, which song am I gonna pick from these bands kind of deal.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why us 3 haven't done ours, because it's too much pain, man. Like, so
No, you pieces of shit.
Yeah,
Torture
yeah.
people.
Well, mate, we're doing our 40. What are we doing? 40 desert
40
island
desert
albums.
island
And I
albums.
like swear to God, I got it down, and I was like, I can't fucking do this. I keep changing it every day. I'm like, just fucking need to lock this document away.
Yeah, lock it away.
I
Yeah.
can
Forget
never
about
see
it.
it again because it's just fucking every day. I'm like, I have to have this. This has to come out, but I can't take this out. It's killing
Yeah.
me.
Oh my
I don't
God.
want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the worst. It's the best and the worst time. Yeah.
for sure. Oh my God, that's definitely how I feel whenever it's like, what's your favorite band? What's your favorite album? I'm like, I don't know today. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So Pete, where can people find you, man? What have you got coming up, like show-wise and stuff?
so I would say follow me on Instagram at Metal Pete Comedy. It's where I post my clips, my dates, and honestly, I I'm doing like a run of shows in Arizona in September. I'm doing from the 4th to the 7th, Flagstaff, Bisbee, Tucson, Phoenix. Then I'm going to on the September 10th. I'm going to Lawrence, Kansas, and I'll be there. Then I'll be in Minneapolis for a couple days, and then North Kansas. And then September 19th, I go to Toronto, and then I will have shows in Toronto, Winnipeg, Victoria, Vancouver, all over the place. So
Sick.
follow me at Metal Peak Comedy. I'll have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm hoping to line up some stuff for next year as well. I'm right now. I'm in the talk to people, trying to get over to the UK,
Mate, we'll get you over here.
Come
for
on,
podcast,
mate.
get a
London's
couple
really
shows
the
over
one.
there.
Yeah, man. That'll be the best.
Yeah.
Dude,
Fingers
thanks for
crossed.
thank you for
Yeah.
joining us, man. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting, dude. And any time you want to come back and do it again,
Oh,
Oh,
you're
absolutely. I'm always
always,
down to do this.
always welcome,
yeah,
buddy.
man.
Yeah,
Have
we'll
a
be
good one
back.
anytime.
We'll be back very soon. Until then, party on, dudes.